Hey guys, it's Dr. Curve here and we're back with another video. So I just want to do a quick breakdown video of just how to counter Vladimir. By the time this video is up, he's not out, but if you are watching this when he's out, so I hope you guys find this video helpful. We're just going to break down his strengths, his weaknesses, and what can you do with them later on. So the main thing with Vladimir to remember by is that his passive is called Crimson Pact. In PC at least, whenever he gets 30 points of bonus health, he gains 1 ability power, meaning if he gains 300 bonus health, he gains 30 ability power. Vice versa, when he gets an ability power, he gains 1.6 health bonus, which is not a lot, but he has more value building AP because that's just how he works. He's a squishy champion, but he looks tanky, you know, because he of this passive. It's kind of like in this situation like Diana, where she kind of looks so tanky because she's just so... That's just how she's built. She's building a lot of AP, but sometimes she builds one tank item and she's already like popping off. In the case of Vladimir, the only tank item I can think of that he can build is Spirit Visage. Why? Because Spirit Visage gives you that MR if you're against AP, which is probably going to be 100% in the mid lane, or Baron lane if you're against someone like Gwen. And secondly, Spirit Visage gives you more healing when you self-heal. So there's that. That's one thing to note. Now let's go through his strengths and weaknesses. One of the weaknesses he has, first of all, is he is kind of like Sona. Now we all know what Sona is. If you're new to my channel, you know you don't get the tea. But if you're an old subscriber, you know that Sona is a late game scaler, and that's what Vladimir is. So his early game is pretty weak. Because can you imagine, in PC, his first skill is 9 seconds. Can you imagine that? And it scales up to 4 seconds. It becomes better later on. And remember, he builds CDR boots. He doesn't build boots of mana, meaning that this will be further, maybe 3 seconds. But considering this is wildrift, this will be way longer, maybe like 10-11 seconds, because it's a quicker game. So yeah, but we don't want to make him too spammy, you know. So yeah, another thing is that he really needs farm. So what you can do, which is one of his weaknesses, is just poke him out early. Try not to get close to him so you don't get range of this first skill over here, because you can really tell when he's going in for the poke. What else? Also, another thing is when you're laning against him, which is another weakness. He has a lot more weaknesses when it comes to early game, by the way, so I'm just saying the early game stuff for now. Abuse his cooldowns. So look at the cooldown of this in PC, 28 seconds. This could be around 22 seconds in PC, depending. And this one, this third skill is a charge. You can see an indicator, you can move away from it. When this ability, this puddle that he has is gone, like it's used up, you can actually go and abuse him, use your cooldowns. Save your major cooldowns when his puddle is up. When he uses it now, you can pop off and go crazy. So try getting ganked so that the puddle will be used when he gets ganked. And then when the ganker leaves, when the jungler leaves, now you can take him down on your own and then boom, you get the kill. So yeah, also kind of like an ass. Try not to make him farm safely. Try to poke him out, because it takes time for him to get more gold if he gets abused and poked out, and we don't want that to happen. Also like a Kale, there we go. Now this one is his this ability is very annoying, so try not to be in this vicinity, because he kind of combos this third skill with his first skill. So yeah, and then his ultimate, it doesn't really do much early game, but in the team fight later on, it does a lot. So my advice to you is, when it comes to the late game and he's already scaled up and he already has them items, try and get away from this, because he usually combos with his third skill, ultimate, and then he probably Qs and then it explodes. Because the more, it's kind of like a Z ult, the more abilities you hit from it or you deal, the more health he gets back. That's what I always think, but I could be wrong, so you know. But whenever he does more damage to a champion or like a group of champions in a team fight with that ultimate, he gets so much more health back. So it's kind of like a Mundo ult actually, but you have to do a lot of stuff before you get that maximum health back. You know, Mundo, you don't have to do anything. You just press the button and he heals up. So yeah, that's one. Now I know what you're thinking. This is the big question that I want to focus on the video. Magic resist versus anti-heal. Now what's good on him? Both are good, obviously. It's like asking, well, how do you counter Gwen? Both are good, but the thing you need to know is anti-heal won't do anything early, because I heard someone on PC said that a PC player said that all his abilities are out of combat abilities, so you can't really build anti-heal early because you know it's out of combat. His first skill is out of combat. His ultimate is out of combat. I don't know if this is out of combat, maybe not. You know what I mean? I didn't even realize out of combat was a thing. I thought once you just get lifesteal, it already applies to you, but nope. Nope. Maybe AD anti-healers will do better for this, but if you're an AP, I don't know. I've never tested it. Maybe it's changed since then, because the comment I saw was from 2 years ago. So yeah, but it's a good thing to know if you are building Vladimir, if you're facing Vladimir early, if you want to counter him, honestly just build something MR, because I feel like anti-heal doesn't do much until he really gets more items, and that's when he starts to gain more healing. So I would suggest getting anti-heal later in the game, maybe as your 4th item or 5th item, or maybe even your last item. So for now, if I suggest you build Merc Treads or something, or even like a tank, like an AP item, the one that builds into Banshees, that could be a good item, like a Spectre's Cloak or something like that. That's a good one. And yeah, but don't finish it. Think of it as like an anti-heal item. You know, you buy Hex Drinker, for example, against a Vladimir, and that's it. And then start your building your main core item, like your boots or your, you know, your key item, like that. But yeah, it's really easy to counter Vladimir once you realize how he works. That's why you need to read your abilities when he comes out and stuff. So we'll do a last minute check on what champions counter him, but this could be wrong. So it looks like, judging from win rates, he loses out on big all-ins. Like I said, if his cooldown is abused, like Fizz for example, Fizz can immediately all-in him with his combo once that puddle is used. Same with Lissandra, same with LeBlanc. As you can see, champions would mostly poke lose out to him, like a Malzahar. This is PC stuff, but you get the point. So yeah, but you get the point, right? So it doesn't really matter in the end what matchups are, because even if this for example Jace, it's a worse matchup, even if that loses out, you can still lose. So as long as you're good with your champion, you can actually win your matchups, even if it's a counter. But yeah, that was the video. I know it's a little messy because, you know, I'm bad at unscripted videos, and I've always been doing unscripted videos. But yeah, I hope you guys learned something. Leave a comment down below on what do you think of Vladimir. If he's out by the time you watch this, then what do you think of him? How is he in the meta, etc, etc. It's August 14 or 15 by the time we're recording this, so you know it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, I'm excited. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, like, if you don't dislike, make sure you guys subscribe to the notification bell for never upload a new video. I am a VTuber who does wildrift content, but I also do other stuff on the side, you know. Join my Discord, link in the description below. Donate to my PayPal if you want to support me in the channel in the long run. If you don't know, I am not monetized yet, so you know, getting donations will probably keep me fueled for, you know, constantly going through this daily upload thing that I do, you know. So yeah, follow me on Twitch at Dr. Curvy TV. I know I haven't streamed in a while, but you know, life. And follow me on Twitter at drcurvy_YT. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.